And so even though I love Arnold, the bench fly still gets the big red X.
Alright Jeff, you are one of the most knowledgeable and known YouTuber in the YouTube world, but you know, even the best do some mistakes. Now today I'm going to shatter your mistake which you are talking about the dumbbell fly. Now I know you hate dumbbell flies, though you love Arnold, but you know dumbbell flies have got lots of benefits, and in this video we are going to exactly talk about the same. What's up guys, welcome to another video at Movement Mechanics, and today we are going to talk about the dumbbell fly. So the dumbbell fly is going to target your chest muscle, which is your pectoralis major and pectoralis minor, as we all know. But in this video, we're going to crack some myths regarding the dumbbell fly and understand why it is a very good exercise and why Jeff Cavaliere is wrong when he talks about dumbbell flies. So firstly, we are going to talk about the biomechanics of the dumbbell fly. Now, as you can see, when we start off with the dumbbell fly, we start off in a horizontal position. So biomechanically, dumbbell fly is an third class liver exercise. The reason being the movement arm of this exercise is way longer. That means this is the resistance and this is the muscular force, and this is the muscle which is going to produce the force, but the movement arm is way longer. That makes this exercise very difficult to execute, and hence it is a third class liver exercise. Now when there is mechanical disadvantage and it comes with third class liver or first class liver, then it is an advantageous exercise from a strength and conditioning perspective, because that is where the muscles have to work more, and hence the force production capability of the muscles is going to increase when they are going to work more. Secondly, we are going to talk about the muscle action of the dumbbell fly. Basically, people want the dumbbell fly to be a concentric exercise, but I believe that it is more of an eccentric exercise. That means going down in the dumbbell fly is much more critical than coming up, and that is where your force production capability is also highest. Remember that we have learned in previous videos, which you can see in the card, that the force production capability is the highest when you are doing an eccentric muscle action. Hence, dumbbell flies should be focused more merely on an eccentric muscle action as compared to concentric muscle action. That means if you can lower your weights, that means you don't need to take heavy weights for your dumbbell flies. You can utilize tempo and lower your weights if you are not able to lift heavy, and focus more on eccentric muscle action as compared to concentric muscle actions, and you can get the same results as with heavier weights. Alright, so when we talk about the dumbbell fly, we often talk about the shoulder security. People see that dumbbell flies are not secured for your anterior deltoids, because this is a major part in the exercise, and when you are in this position, which is at the lowest point, you are going to pull more with your biceps and your anterior deltoids as compared to your chest muscles. But as you come up, that adduction, horizontal adduction, utilization of your pec major is coming into the picture. But what I say is that if your range is this much, that means your chest muscle is activated this much till this range, and beyond this range your load is coming onto the anterior deltoid and the biceps, then make sure that your range is reduced. Now this is quite debatable, but I personally feel that reducing the range in the dumbbell fly is helpful, because as I just mentioned, that it should be treated more of an eccentric exercise than an concentric exercise. Now, lots of coaches, if they see this video, they are going to comment on this and they are going to have a debate that you should train in the full range. But sometimes with these kind of exercises, you shouldn't be training into the full range, because it is not necessary. Because the role of the muscle is ended when you go beyond that range. Hence, you shouldn't be training in the entire range available. You can restrict a range of motion slightly in order to keep that pec major activation and do that horizontal adduction. And now at this time, if you are doing that range thing, if you are inhibiting the range of the joint over here, then you can increase the weight as well. But what my suggestion is always, when you are doing a dumbbell fly, is focus more on the eccentric muscle action by reducing the weight and focus on tempo, so that you can produce the same force and get the same adaptations and benefits as you would get when you are going more heavy. So finally, as you can see that my elbow is bent. Now there is a debatable topic that you should straighten your elbow or bend your elbow. What I say is that if you straighten your elbow, then it is going to be a very difficult exercise, but you are going to activate more of your chest muscles. But at the same time, there's going to be lots of tension on your bicep muscle, so it is better to have an elbow bent rather than an extended elbow. And then bent elbow is going to give you a slight advantage as compared to an extended elbow. And also, if you monitor the range properly, that you don't go beyond your adequate range, and that means that the bicep pressure or the tension in the bicep is not going to be more as compared to the chest muscle. Hence, at this time, the bicep is going to be an isometric muscle activator. That means it is going to act isometrically in order to bring the dumbbell up. Also, when you are focusing on that range, your shoulder stabilizer muscles, that means your rotator cuff are activated, and hence the injury towards the shoulder muscle is also reduced. But you know that the anterior capsule is always at risk when you are doing that hyper abduction of the arms when you are doing the dumbbell fly. So in order to reduce that range is critical. I'm hampering that range aspect on and on and on, because it is one of the most imperative aspect when you are doing a dumbbell fly. Now this is going to be a very debatable video, because there are going to be lots of coaches and experts who are going to give their point of view on this exercise and why this exercise is not good for your shoulder joint and stuff like that. I agree to this, guys. I've been suffering from a shoulder injury from a long period of time, and I've been not doing this exercise for a good long period of time. But after my surgery, I've started doing this exercise and I'm completely fine with it. Alright, so if you do the exercise properly with the adequate range, with the eccentric action, and with the adequate amount of weights, and the form of the exercise is proper, that means you are not going to hurt that shoulder capsule. But still, if you are not very confident of doing this exercise, start off doing onto the floor and then progress onto the bench, so that you get that confidence when you are adducting and abducting your arms for doing the dumbbell fly. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video till the very end. If you have loved this video, make sure you hit the like, the share, the subscribe, as well as the notification bell icon, so that you never miss a video when I'm uploading a new one. Also, if you got any doubts or any comments regarding this video, or if you have got any other video suggestions which you want to cover in the future, make sure you drop that in the comment section as well. Thanks guys, see you in the next one.